stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. And then let's settle in. We'll need a cooked fire and their meal preparation to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
Found me in a bush, and he just grabbed me. Like, yep, you're mine now. So I went with him.
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
Aww.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love.
Aww.
One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize I'd pick up on the mic.
For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything.
But I feel like that's the purpose of what you're going through right now. And I feel like the trials, like what you're going through right now, the Dawntrails, are what is wise to make you learn.
I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
Wooglamat! Can't measure your worth by success of others. True, exactly.
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean?
Casey and I were actually just talking about this. I was like, we're at that point in age. Both of us are at that point in age. Like, we see people on TV and they're the same age as us. They're successful actors. We go and you see, like, there are surgeons our age, doctors, etc., etc. These high-paying jobs. The entire point is you can't compare yourself to them because they live completely different lives. They got what they did what they did and they got what they wanted and etc., etc. Or it could be the opposite. They did this because they did and got to where they are because they were forced to. You don't know their lives. You can't compare yourself to them even if they make more money than you. In this case, it's just being skills. You can't compare your life to theirs just because they're more skilled than you in certain aspects.
I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
Exactly.
You said it yourself.
I'm stuffed now.
How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses.
Good.
Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making.
Mm-hmm.
I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamart. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
True.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Yes, friendship. Meanwhile, in the second Promises camp.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Aw, they heard it.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it.
True.
Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
True.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardessian. And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us.
I'm just that cool, dude.
Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tulihyolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. and I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach.
Hear, feel, think, Heidelin.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawn Servant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Yeah, because you know that big fucker is gonna come by. I mean, he's gonna get like half of them and try to steal the rest. First promise. What's Big Bro doing?
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn Servant. Such titles mean nothing.
Good mindset. I like his head.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it. Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer. In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
This guy's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. He's evil. He's trying to control the first promise. Earlier with Bakul Jaja, this bitch. That's the thing we killed.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our king to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
He's gonna kill him.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it.
He's gonna kill him.
Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts. But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind. I'm begging you.
Oh, poor guy. This poor dude. God damn. Being able to say those things has brought much relief. Me such a relief. It's like that stone has been lifted off my chest, and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. Be better. Will be better. For myself and for my people. Good job, Ugamat. You're understanding how life works. What we can do the trust now. With, yep. We do the trust now with them. Very cool indeed. And with people that weren't even there, like Graha. That's very cool. And then Kryl was replaced with yeah. Very cool indeed. Okay. Aaronville. New weapon, oh baby, a leaking work pod. The mobile settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here. You warned, the road we'll be taking is favorite hunting grounds for bandits. This area is currently impassable. There will be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although, considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road. What have Zoral, Jaw, and the Lance God been doing? Is it to me to restore order to the area? Up she goes again. Now we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot we never chose a new companion. Sorry, my Gunstormer. We got. Oh, we got Odin with us. Odin is with us. We never actually rested here. Or rested. We never got our place here. Our Aetherite attunement. Off we go. Might as well, since we're passing by, we'll grab this alpaca keep. Offward, onward we go to the end of the road. Earthenshire is where we're going. Where are these bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther up ahead. On the opposite bank of the oh my god. Mia Kabekzoma. Mia Kabekzoma. But let us remain vigilant at all the same. Mia Kabekzoma. Ooh, a thing over there. Over yonder! Over yonder! We're going to get it. Mine. That aether current. Papa skilip tap tap. Ba-ba-ra-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ra-ba-ba. Jungle iguana. Earthenshire. Oh, so this is where her big brother was. He already made it here, hence the lagging behind part. Comment. Is it the village where the Leopods from the Trial saga took place? Earthenshire. Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination? I wonder. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. The Shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Gobbly gobbly goblins! People! Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the promise on her retinue? It's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector. You happen to know who that is? You're exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Ready Rock is the Elector of you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Ready Luck would like for you to do that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands for the Potsworn were injured. It is not time for feats or metal deaths. Sorry to hear that. After learning what this storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path, but not to change the subject, but are the Potsworn. Goldsmiths contacted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. Moblins provide these Potsworn for tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrol. Who's that? This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. She's from the boat, isn't she? This is the best they can offer? I should have never left Wukamelekemeke. What a bitch. She is not that much taller than me. You see, the Potsworn desert us. Without even the help hands, we are failing to upload our side of the pot pack. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something, and do it now, and do it soon. Let us stand in for the injured helpers. You give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village. And if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. It's strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Of course we're gonna help, because we're the hero. I mean, I'm on vacation, but, you know, I can help people on vacation. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure if I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We take every helping hand we can get. They were trustworthy that once the Potsworn have been perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the other round can assist the help hand Rock. The other four follow Rock. Red Rock. There are other help hands who need a hand lending. I really appreciate you pitching in. I'm sorry. I really appreciate you pitching in. It meant what I said at many fires. There will be no more feigning strength, no more playing and being an invincible promise. There's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Better. Let's find this Rakarok fellow and see what he can do for him. Let's do it to it. I'm attuning first, though. Oh, Rakarok can meet his obligation without more helping hands. The backpack is broken and the pots are emptying. Here to help. We've come to aid Rakarok. Rakarok accepts your hand-holding with joyous feel smiles. We can offer the Potsworn their promised good living. We might save the day yet. Whatever you need. New weapon, baby. What do we got? Please look cool. Okay, I dig it. I dig it. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Is it the best weapon I've ever wielded? No, but it's not bad. Lending a helping hand. Off. What the Rakarok needed is for new help hands to create good living for Potsworn Kai. The helping hand assigned to Kai was hurt during the rock rain. So Rakarok took over, but he knows nothing of Kai. What does Kai want? What does Kai need? Helping hands do not bother the Potsworn with the straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with Gust Think. Please Gust Think with the Rakarok. Find out what the Kai is lacking so we can provide it. You can count on us. Kai, whoever you are. Where does this Kai work? Is this where Kai works, is it? Take a peek inside then. Okay, Kai. What do you got for me? Oh, they're hot. They need to cool off. It must be Kai. It'd be a lot quicker if you could talk to him, but that's not what they do. They do things around here, apparently. He's too hot. We need to cool him off. We have to leave him be and try our hand at some guest thing. Inspector Workshop. He needs to cool off. It's very obvious. He is hot. Just look at him. Must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace that no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? Yeah, he's hot. He has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. He's hot! Really touch his meal. This dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. One more somewhere. Oh, there. Tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe if it's time to try some, for some new ones. I think most of this is just resorting to, he's just fucking hot. Get a fan on him or something. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have the idea of what things Kai might want to improve his work conditions. Head back outside and talk to Rakarok. The boy's overheating. Off. You made your observations. What did you guess think? First off, I know Sky hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. Our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? But the Rakarok. Is sure of nothing when it comes to you guys' tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Conan is also Hetsaro, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kai probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down. By the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. And the solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakaraku never would have thought of that. Would Dr. Ramos mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all. I don't think that's the only reason Kai couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kai seems to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way we could cool down the workshop? Or we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Know where we could get one of those? And gather them from the shoulders of no return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. Do we salvage them from the wrecks? You handle that for us, Bella? Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kai's filers and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order. Rakarak wants to preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight at which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help hand's responsibility. But we all have to do the work. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The shoals of no return are past the crags. Though through a tunnel southeast of you should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Okay. Okay. If you say so. The Ready Rock. That tunnel? Is that one over there? You're Bella, aren't you? What brings you out here? The issue with caring for the Potsworn. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlian instead. Quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Though it wouldn't be more effective to engage in an ununiformly trained collective, I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. The custom will make more sense once we begin the feats of pots. Till then, we were deemed unfit to assist in the matter of the help hands and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Ranger, in fact. That's a good idea. Settlements in Kozamauka, too. They have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way there? When I become Dawn's servant, one of my first acts would be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. Then I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. Shut up! Apologies, I have much to consider. If you would excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Bella. Oh, there it is. Breaking out like right there on my my nose. Spotted the opening. Head through the passage, the shoal no return, and recover the drafty shard. This way. Don't. And south. Oh, look at all these shipwrecks. And look at that, another aether current, dude. Let's go, baby. Orange. Fiery orange crystal. I don't think that's it. Crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. Does not appear to be the wind crystal you seek. We're looking for a green one. That's blue. That's not it. There's the green shard. Crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. You seems you found the crystal Rakarok has sent you to salvage. And back we go. Oh, then this is the collector's edition mount. That's right. We got this cool baby. Very cool. Very cool. We're just in a mech. I love the music too. I forget which Final Fantasy this is. 7? Or is it 5? God, it's like it's gonna bug me if I don't figure it out. Ba-da-da-dun-da-dun. Evolve! Is that the cool breeze rock readers? Yes, sir. Drafty shard. A drafty shard. Yes, thank you for seek finding a drafty shard. Rock will add it to the new set of tools he brought. I come bearing good food tidings, because prepare the feast fit for the most discerning at sorrow, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kai thinks of our efforts. We're doing our best. Eat the food. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. Fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me to for a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of pot sworn. A pot. Oh, candle pot. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shunsa. Craftsmanship satisfies the Earth and Shire's reputation for quality, I trust. Bosh! Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift for the Dawn Servant. Glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. Give my interruption. Lamatier, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. It's great news. Thank you for letting me know. Aw, dude, what a homie. He actually let her know. Like, hey, by the way, it's time to go and do the feat. We might as well do it together, kind of deal. Like, oh, that's so nice. The craft of a potswan, indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, second promise. I drew inspiration from Kozama Uka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. Read why the movements did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlatan goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. He's starting to realize one cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Lull, fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Hetzaro, more traditional than most, and a shared ingenuity of Jiral's various peoples was eye-opening. Lived as a traditional Hetzaro. I have very fond memories of a nomadic past. Aw. Wanda is starting to understand how life works. That culture is important, and you can't just go and ignore culture and tradition. Ooh, wait, I like this. Wait. I dig this outfit a lot, dude. Where's that chest piece from? Mountain Linen Cloak of Casting. It looks like a crafted piece of gear. Unless that's the chest piece of gear right here. Rock is very grateful too. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guessing. When it comes to help handing, knowing that password really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. The lesson I've drummed into me several times already on this journey. Ba-bom. Yes, it is. Oh, sweet. Very cool outfit. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. It does not match our pants, though. We get new pants after this quest. Electors bids the claimants assemble in the large building in the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thinker and Urianger. Oh, I also ran into the Levier twins on their way here. The liberty of directing them to the venue. Dude, this guy hit her. The second promise is such a nice. He really is a nice dude. I just think he's closed-minded. That's all. But in reality, he is a very nice guy. We're rivals. Not his job to make sure I know the feast is starting. But even now, he's conscientiously to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Red Rock waiting. Yeah, he is a very nice dude. I just think he's a bit closed-minded, but I think he's starting to learn now. And if he continues to learn, I think he'll probably be the ideal Dawn servant. Being able to mix technology with culture, kind of like what's going on right now. Red Rock thanks you for assisting help hand Rock. You will announce the feat once the other claimants have arrived, so please be patient and a little while wait longer. I had to report that we were able to convince one of the pots to stay. How did you fare? Basically the same. Managed to do the same. Splendid. No. Oh, okay. It's the older brother. Okay. You've brought welcome to Earth and Shire for his promise. We support your plans for assault crossing and the new spots run will bring. Yeah, the mighty Zoralja. He cleared many paths of rockfall as if they were pebblestones, the resilient son of Dawntrail. Okay, so they healed, we helped people stay, and he was helping clear the debris. Okay. Zoralja was clearing fallen rocks. Surprised he would have volunteered his time for anything unrelated with the contest. Well, we meet again. Well, we meet again. Ah, Boral Jaja. This bitch. Time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Of claimants, your attention please. As Redrock has explained, many of their pots were let us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in such giggly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Filling all merchants will suffer. Redrock set you this feat. Each of you to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back to us, here to us. We're to recruit new pots, Warren. Make sense for the feat of pots? Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? Because it shows you can talk to people and you can communicate. You're free to refuse Redrock's request. You'll be happy to inform the Dawntrail of Zoralja's disqualification. True. The right is a means to an end. Steps we take to get there are not important. Exactly as the feat of pots began, but remember, pot pack must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatches or deceitful tongue flaps. Lector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. God, these guys are fucking useless, dude. They haven't done anything on their own. Nasty Brew's up to something. Aye. He may seek to delay us again, as he did on the river. But we can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Luklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. Couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Turielot to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Guana probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand? That's just a statement of fact, which it's true. I suppose we could try asking around Waku Meke Meke. Seems a logical place to start. Back to Turielol it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? Haha, get fucked. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. I should share my burdens, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. No! Couldn't tell. Couldn't tell. It's hardly news. It was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading down rivers will be much smoother. But then we had to back up. Bill, are you sure? Oh, teary-eyed. Oh, she's crying. I'm positive. Mostly. She's crying. She's crying. But yeah, we can just teleport. That's all I'm saying. Oh, no, it teleported us for us, guy. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver, Katumu is too rough for me. Nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on the boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. See if Master Ropley can help us recruit a potsworn. Let's do it, Yeah. Okay, Ropley. Greetings, the third promise. What brings you back to Wakumekemeke? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. Explains favor. What do you think? Do you know any craftsmen who might be interested? Bit filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Seeing as it's the third promise making the request, I'll be willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on your offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to the Earthenshire? Harrison Goldsmith, what about him? Yeah. Hey, Andy, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Shoulders hurting, but, you know, I'm doing my best. Busy playing Destiny. How's Destiny going? I mean, Fonjontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. Going okay, yeah. Considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. Kind of burned out. Yeah, it do be that way. It do be that way. Gotta take a break for like 2 weeks and get back, and then you'll be able to get back to it. You know what I mean? I said, only got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? So hard him in making an offer. Once he hears how well the boss one are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Just feel like doing a chore and doing my weekly stuff. Yeah, that's how WoW World of Warcraft was for me for a bit. Doing dailies all the time. Like, okay, I gotta go run these specific dungeons. I gotta do these specific quests on 10 different characters every day or every week, etc., etc. The way you won't find Fonjontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Jabal Yav Tie. Maybe we should go out and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Want him to feel intimidated by dealing with a crowd of new faces. 2 of us can handle this. The rest of you, take a rest at the cabins if you like. Okay, off we go to talk to Fonjontaine. Right, let's just go and see about a man about a pot. We'll teleport from over here. Let's go. Actually get around. Bada boopy. Fontaine, where are you, my buddy? I found you. Fontaine. Are you working today? No, luckily I work tomorrow though, so I'll be streaming in the morning tomorrow and then working right after. But yeah, luckily I don't work today. Casey works for another hour. She's at work for another hour or so. She just went in. She went in for 2.5 hours to help a coworker out. So she went to work like an hour and a half ago, and she'll be off in like an hour. Nice 2.5 hour shift. Oh, Bella, you're here too. The promise that she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so I shall be quite. So shall we find a quiet spot outside? Last time we docked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. A new place of employment has been most welcoming. And for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. It's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? It's hard to ask this right after you've just settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my colleagues mention the term. When you an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? You're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat of the right of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to Elfdenshire. That's the way of it. Barely met in... After pushing you to work at Wachumeke, I'm not demanding you to throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's an official request, I know. With the sun going down, this makes it so much more emotional. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now official subject of Tuliolol. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall that it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at the east end when Gallian forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wished to suffer such a loss again. As much as I indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliololan that I want you to win the throne. I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, and I shall gladly do so. Yes, dude. Fontaine, thank you. And this person's burned. I shall request to Master Ropley and inform him on my decision. Allow me. I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. We'll never know where to buy new followers. Because they disappear in an instant. I wonder how. Perhaps you remember me. Baruch Evu, owner of the yada yada yada. I'd like a word with you if you don't mind. Baruch Lamatsalai from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too. Gossips to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Yeah, bud. Much appreciated. Be waiting for you at my shop then. Okay, bud. Now access the role quest. Let's go. We can do role quests now. Wait, what does the first one look like? Uncouth customers. I'll deal with that later. I have quests to do. Do 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 Master Ripley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Washington has agreed to sign the pot pact, yes? But it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. I have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise as a great honor of the Wachumeke. Appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know any other talented artisans regarding, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolol. Come back to us if the Moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at the Wachumeke. Expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Bring. Click. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? He did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you have to. But you still have a little more time. Splendid. We shall meet you at dawn. Plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Yes, ma'am. We got pants, boys! Now I've unlocked deliveries at Wachumeke for our artisan quests. Pants, baby. So they're not going to be as good as the pants we currently have. Yeah, no, but what do they at least look like? Oh, that looks so good though. But it's shoes.